Where why have you got sunglasses on?
Because you put your sunglasses on.
Yeah, I've got mine on because I'm bleeding to death through my eyes. Because last night you tried to do the tequila thing on me.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm about to die.
I passed out around 10:30.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty good time, really, because I managed to get a good 8 hours in.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
I apparently went for a dog walk, and I have no recollection of it whatsoever.
What time would that have been?
I don't know, about 10:30.
I don't remember anything about getting back at all. It's completely blank.
This morning, when Aled went out to get coffee, there was a key in the front door.
Yeah, left the key in the front door. So if just so you know, we're in Tenby, as we said we were going to.
Yeah.
And that's our house there that we're in, that we're staying in. And yeah, Wynne left the key in the door last night because we were shit-faced.
Yeah.
Really,
it wasn't
really
my fault.
hammered.
You did that.
Maybe. But yeah, we did get on the tequilas. It was really nice tequila as well.
Yeah, it was.
Kind of.
Kind of.
This is our view, by the way.
It's not rubbish, is it?
It's really nice, isn't it? And all the houses are different colours, like in the films.
Like in the films. Okay.
But yeah, it's really nice here. And we've been going for walks and stuff, which I'll put a bit of footage over that during this podcast.
Oh, good, eh?
And we've not got alcoholic drinks in our hands, which is a bit...
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm shaking.
That's because we're on the way to buy some alcoholic drinks.
Yeah, so you're going to come with us to the shop to get some alcoholic drinks now.
Yeah.
That's the idea. You could get that for your dog.
What? Another dog?
Yeah. We could try and shag it and relieve his giant balls. This is Wynne's dog's balls, you can see.
Come on, dignity.
Violated.
He doesn't care.
Area in that really good pub, is there?
Oh, the one we were in last night?
Yeah, you might see your friend.
Yeah, she was lovely lady.
Lovely.
Very talented lady.
Talented how?
Just had big chest bollocks.
Oh, God's sake.
We've just got ourselves drinks. I've got a cider because it's good to start with a cider just to get your sugars right up.
Oh, yeah.
After the booze from last night.
Yeah. I've got a Guinness because it's food.
That is a food drink. The ashtray's pretty cool. A year to remember. It certainly was.
It's getting to the point where you can only just...
Yeah, we can only just remember. Right, let's put the camera down and get stuck into this, yeah? Wynne! This is good, isn't it? Is that a nice shot, do you think?
That's a lovely shot.
Fantastic.
There we are.
Hi, welcome to Wheels and Wings podcast, episode 32.
Yeah.
Live from Tenby. Not live. Well,
We're live.
we're live.
Just.
Alive. Yeah, what have you got for us? Anything new?
Nice town, isn't it?
It's all right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
very
good.
beautiful.
It is very beautiful. I like the vicinity of the beach to where we are.
Yeah. You mean close?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the Welsh Riviera.
It looks like it, certainly, yeah. Well, it's extremely English here, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the most English part of Wales, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. So what happened in the 11th century with the Normans invading up Milford Haven and pushing the Celts back to the Landsker line.
Landsker line?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about that briefly earlier, which is a line that runs through, because it's very weird. When you drive down here, you see, like, everything's, like, Vale, and, you know, it's very, very Welsh.
As you'd expect.
Yeah, super Welsh. And then all of a sudden, you get into the Shires.
It's not the Shire. It's not
Pembrokeshire.
Mordor. Pembrokeshire.
Yeah.
I see what you've done there. Yes.
But and everything just all the words like Tenby, it just becomes very English like.
Yeah,
and
it
apparently
does.
that's this
Lansker line.
nice.
Well, so just above the Lansker line, you've got, in fact, I'm thinking of, there's a little village called Maen Clochog on one side. On the other side, it's Narberth and Carew and Saundersfoot and Tenby and Milford Haven and Pembroke Dock. It's bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, nobody speaks Welsh here.
That's really weird. No Welsh accents or anything,
No.
you know, apart from the visitors and Wynne.
And Milas.
Hello.
I'm not even joking.
No.
20 miles of coast round here, and it's all by the sea. It's. Are you reading that paper you're sitting on? Whose coat is this jacket? I'm very proud to be Welsh.
Yeah, you are, aren't you?
Yeah, very.
Bizarre.
Yeah, but what do you mean bizarre?
No, it's lovely.
But so when my son was over here, he was doing a look into our family history, and we've been in Pembrokeshire since the 1600s, which is quite weird. I was the first one to leave, I think. I love it
hell.
though. It's beautiful.
Why
isn't
did
it?
you leave? Prospects.
I joined the RAF. Yeah.
They don't have a local RAF you could you could work in.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have looked into that.
Tenby Flying Squad.
Yeah. Well, actually, there was an RAF Tenby, but it was so before search and rescue helicopters after the Second World War.
Yeah.
If anybody ended up in the sea, they are all the way around the coastline.
I think that bird was RAF Tenby then.
Yeah, it was close, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you feeling? You all right?
Fine, really good. The guy who's picking up the Jag at the moment, he's having problems with it, and my phone keeps going off. And I can't help him from down here.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do.
Yeah, that's a shame.
So I
He's
wish him the best
trailering
luck.
it though, isn't
Yeah, he's trailering it, but he says he can't get it started to drive it onto the trailer.
Right. That's a ball ache for him.
Yeah. He says he got it started and it stopped running. And I'm just like, well, you just do the thing that you did first. Oh, there's a little robin there. Hello.
Hello, mate. Do you want
No, it's gone.
to,
They get quite close to your robins, don't they?
what do you mean? They
What about your crow?
Yeah. Oh, so I was telling Ben that when I lived in Rosniger, a crow fell out of the tree, and we brought it up for a while, and so we had a crow that lived with us, and it was bonkers.
That
It
is
was
so
bonkers.
bizarre.
I used to get phone calls from the local pub, and the phone would go, and the bloke would go, "Come and get your fucking crow. It's causing havoc." And this thing used to be, it'd be summer, and there'd be loads of people sitting on tables outside, and this crow would be walking around nicking their crisps and knocking their pints over.
It's massive as well. When you showed me a little video of it before, it's big,
Proper.
big animal.
Yeah.
Big bit of poultry.
Yeah. It was nice.
Is a crow of all birds poultry?
I don't think so, no.
What's poultry mean?
I don't know. But
Is
it's
it birds that we eat? Is that
I
what
don't know the
poultry
answer to
means?
that. Yeah. Can't help you there, mate.
Oh, well. If you know, let us know.
Yeah, so that was the crow story. How do you enjoy the drive down?
It was great.
Yeah.
Really good. There was this airfield that was that I hired on the way down. I managed to get the Porsche to 145 miles an hour.
Yeah, obviously, because you'd only do that on private land, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely wasn't anywhere else on the way down.
No.
But it was really good. I
Was the
enjoyed it.
airfield going uphill when you were doing that speed?
Yeah, it was. It was a 2-lane airfield. With these, loads of white lines on it, and street lights and stuff. It was dead weird. And no planes or anything anywhere near it.
Yeah, weird.
And quite a few other cars.
Yeah. All enjoying the freedom of using an airfield
Yeah.
to drive on.
Bizarre,
Like
yeah.
it, yeah. So,
But that was a lot of fun. And I was just giving it sheer abuse. But, I love the fact that this Porsche is not about, keeping it nice for the next guy. I'm fucking nailing that car.
Ragging it.
Absolutely ragging it to within an inch of its life.
I like that.
I love it. And it just takes everything you throw at it so far. It's been really good. I'm still looking for lobster claw wheels, which is why the video hasn't been out yet. There's some around, but they're in London. The only good ones are in London. Everything's far away. When you live up north, and if you find anything, it's far away, isn't it?
Yeah.
Every time you go on eBay, and like, oh, that's good, Southampton.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Essex.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Why do you want lobster claw wheels?
Because the wheels that are on it, they are nice.
They're
but
really nice.
They're really nice, but they're not the ones that I want.
Okay.
And sometimes that's just how it works.
But they're original Porsche wheels.
Oh God, of course, yeah, they're really nice, and they're potentially, you could say they're more popular than the lobster claws. People tend, like them more than lobster claws, but I don't.
Right.
It's my car,
Yes, it is
so
your car.
I'm changing them to lobster claws. It's a good way to lose £1,000 as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
just
very good, very good. Yeah, gone. Yeah. I'm replacing my wheels with other wheels.
Yeah,
These wheels that work.
yeah. It's a real crap thing to do on a car, isn't it? When the original wheels are good.
Yeah.
Buying wheels for cars sucks.
But you can sell them, can't you?
I can sell the ones that are on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably get half my money back.
Yeah. Be all right.
It's fine. I might get all my money back, really, but I don't know.
I did like the way, because I had to show Ben where the multi-storey car park is in Tenby when he dropped his bags off at the house we're staying in that you saw earlier. And he said it's like sport mode to go through a tiny little narrow road to get the multi-storey car. I said, why have you done that? He said, so it sounds nice.
Yeah, it's the exhaust open, so everybody knows it's got a bit of something about it,
It did sound nice.
Yeah.
It does
When
sound
we revved it up in the multi-storey car park with the reverberations of the noise.
yeah.
Reverberations?
Need to go through a tunnel.
Yeah, I've done that a couple of times.
Have you?
The tunnel on the A55.
Oh, to
We've
Anglesey,
talked about this, haven't we? Did
Yeah.
150 mile an hour in the Peugeot 406.
Full fortune. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So good.
Have you been through it in your Porsche though?
No, I haven't yet, no.
That'll sound good.
It will sound really good, yeah. Did you see the video of that guy in the Koenigsegg that, I think it was a Koenigsegg, yeah, that crashed it going through there?
Yeah.
Bad that, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's not a cheap car, is it?
Not a cheap car to repair. And just see the Ferrari F40 on the last couple of days. So funny. I put this page had put a thing out saying, oh my God, look at this Ferrari F40 crashed on the A41. And I commented, technically it's not on the A41 because it was in the hedge. And I got loads of people laughing emoji reacting
Can't park
to that.
there, mate.
Yeah.
Can't leave that there, mate.
So the story goes behind that, and I don't know how true this is, it's just what I've read in comments and stuff, that apparently the car was in for a service and the technician was the one driving it.
No. Oh my God.
So apparently that's the case. Oh, I've got some stories around that, but yeah, the technician was the one driving, and it'll get repaired.
Yeah.
Because it's probably worth a couple of million, isn't it? But
Yeah.
it will get repaired. We had, when I was working in Pentraeth and Anglesey, there was the Mitsubishi in Pentraeth. We had loads of dealerships in one. Mitsubishi was at the top, on the hill.
Yeah.
And then you had Volkswagen, Seat, Mazda, Suzuki, and Audi.
Yeah.
So I was in Volkswagen. And the service advisor for Mitsubishi was servicing a Land Rover Freelander, of course. And she drove Land Rover Freelander after they'd serviced it and parked it at the top of the hill, right outside Mitsubishi. Forgot to put the handbrake on, jumped out the car clicked her, span around as she got out the door because it was rolling backwards quite quickly because it was a really steep hill. It was if you're unfit at the time, smoked a lot, it was hard to get up, apparently. And it rolled back and it pinballed off. So the first car it hit was, so it's coming down like this, no hands on the bar.
Yeah.
And there's cars lined up this way, and it's going backwards, so it's rear. And there's a brand new Passat, really nice Passat that was the service manager's Passat that he was taking home that evening. It had just been PDI'd, and it had all the, just been valeted. It was just pristine, brand new, 6 miles on the clock, and it just went bang right into the back of this one and just ricocheted off it. Just took the back end off this Passat. Ricocheted off it, and then the road, path where you drove past was there, and then it was Seat.
Yeah.
And then the Seats there, again, they were going down because it was everything was on a hill, and it hit the first Seat, bounced off that, and then dragged itself down the whole row, all the Seats lined up, all second-hand Seats, but really nice ones, all for sale, just dragged itself down, all these Seats just, and then it got to Volkswagen, hit, I don't know what it was, something small, and ended up sat there. And the woman that did it, she got like suspended for a week or something because they needed to investigate what had happened and all this sort of stuff because it was a massive fuck up.
Yeah.
And she got like she ended up getting some mental health thing off the company and ended up being off for like 6 months.
Really?
Yeah, it was a complete just nightmare really at the time because it was a bit of a toxic environment to work in anyway. And she just, everybody was just ripping into her for doing it really, and I think she just like,
Yeah.
and she was a bit of a knob, so it kind of like, it sort of added because we were all like, oh fucking hell, and then, but apparently that was like, and
Not the thing to do.
not the thing to do, and then yeah, it all kicked off, and she got, she was off work for like 6 months for leaving the handbrake off the car. Fucking weird, isn't it?
Yeah, that is weird.
How does that work?
Yeah.
But yeah, really good.
Yeah, so I don't have many flying stories. I do have flying stories about Tenby actually, because I think I've said it before, but I was a naughty boy at school and I didn't used to go much.
Yeah.
But
Sorry if the video just went off then. I mean, camera problems again. I hate this GoPro, it does my head. It's my fault for not formatting the SD card every time I take stuff off it because I forget to do that, and then it works fine if I do that. And if the quality's gone down, it's I've turned the quality down so it stops the camera turning off. Anyway, flying in Tenby.
so I didn't go to school much.
No.
Left.
Well,
with-
that's obvious.
I left
Made
with-
light work of that as well, haven't you?
Yeah, it's going down all right. Actually,
it?
I felt shocking this morning.
I kind of want one of them.
Yeah, I introduced
why
you
I got
to a
this.
miracle cure, didn't I?
Ooh.
But anyway, we'll come to that. Yeah, if anybody suffers with hangovers, we're going to sort you out.
Yeah,
so
works.
the so I left with an O level in pottery when I left school, and I was really pleased because on the certificate it said art, and I was like, oh, that sounds way better than pottery.
Is
That's
that what you
brilliant.
showed girls?
Yeah, I've got I'm sort of an arty guy. You know?
Got an O level in art.
I woke up in my girlfriend's house the morning of my maths O level and looked at my watch and went, I missed it. So yeah, I was a naughty boy. So school to me was just something to avoid as much as possible.
Oh, yeah.
and
And me.
leave as soon as possible.
And me.
But you go full circle, and I slipped through the net and ended up flying a number of things. And one of them was a Puma helicopter, which I've spoken about. Brilliant helicopter.
Yeah, nice.
So, and I phoned the school and said, "Is it okay to land a helicopter on the rugby pitch?" And came back, and it wasn't done in a sort of way. It was just like, that'd be a cool thing to do. And I wanted to speak to the kids and go, look, try your best, but even if it goes horribly wrong, you can still pull it out of the bag, lads.
Still join the army.
Yeah. So you get away with it. Don't worry.
So you get shot anyway.
Don't worry about it. You'll get away with it. Don't listen to this lot.
When I was in high school,
Yeah.
in Wales, there was, I don't know if I've ever told this story on the podcast, I don't think I have. It's getting to that point now, isn't it, 32 episodes in?
Yeah, I know.
In the school, right, there was a path that ran along the school, and it was a little pathway enough for maybe 2 mountain bikes side by side.
Yeah.
If you like, and that's the entire width, so you'd have to, just walk in them. So just here was an air training corps, yeah?
Yeah.
ATC, brilliant. I joined
The
that.
P is silent.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. And so I joined the ATC, right, with my mate, and it was just shit. I hated it. It was shit. We joined because A, we thought we were going to fly planes.
Yeah.
And B, we thought we were going to shoot guns and stuff and like go on adventures and things. And all we did was shine our shoes. That was all we did. Was just polish shoes. It was constant. It was just, and then they made us go outside and do marching up and down and up and down and up and down. Go back in, shine the shoes. Come out, do marching up and down. Up and down. It was a nightmare. And we did that for about 3 days. Hated it. No, it was more like 3 weeks. And I decided I was going to leave.
Yeah.
Fuck this noise. I'm gone. So I did that. And then one day, a couple of weeks after, and I would have been 14 or something, a proper little shit. Or maybe even younger. I was on my bicycle. My friend was in front of me on his bicycle, and he'd joined and left, same as me. And they were all marching outside, all in their uniforms. And we rode past, and he was like, "Oh, he's here," and he shot off down this path next to the school. And I went, wankers, as loud as I could at these all group of them marching there, because I knew I could just bomb it off on the bike. And as I went into the path, I clipped the left-hand side of the handlebar on the edge of the path, and it just boom, and it just nailed me down head first into the floor, just boom.
In front of them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just smashed my nose into the floor, blood everywhere. Fuck, all like scraped down my face, and landed on my face.
Yeah.
Thankfully, my face broke the fall. And they all came rushing over
To help. Yeah.
All came rushing over.
How did you feel about that?
Oh God, it was a tough time to be me. And they all came rushing over. Oh God, are you okay? Okay. I was like, oh Jesus Christ!
Thanks everyone.
And I was in a bad way, and they took me in and like cleaned all my wounds and everything, and like I probably got a fucking badge for it or something. Didn't they? And they just really made, and they rang my mum, and they got the bike in, and they fixed the bike, and I just called them all wankers.
Yeah.
And that was a rough time. That was a rough time, and that straightened me out. I think as a kid.
Yeah.
And I never did that again, because that was instant karma.
Never joined the air training corps again.
No.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't let me, would they?
Well, after that.
Yeah.
But still, look at the generosity there to help you in your hour of need.
I love.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's very kind of them.
Yeah.
Whenever I drive past them now, though, I still do shout wankers. I don't.
There's no need for it. No. They're just kids. let it go, mate.
37. Wankers. I don't really, obviously.
And the other local flying story was I used to phone my mum if I was going to be flying anywhere nearby. But she absolutely loved it. Still does. Still talks about it all the time.
Brilliant.
She's amazing. And I said, look, I'm going to be over this. There's a bridge that goes over one of the roads down from Carmarthen. You would definitely, because you came that way. But anyway, there's a dual carriageway, and there's a big high bridge. And I said, I'm going to be over that bridge at 9:05.
Yeah.
And I said, just stand on that bridge. And I was going to like wax it. I was going to give her a centre parting, absolutely.
And you
smash over it. This isn't a Hawk, yeah. And so as I'm approaching the bridge, I'm getting closer and closer. It's like, and it's a tiny little B road that goes over that bridge. And there's just loads and loads of cars. There's like 20 cars. I'm like, oh, bollocks. So I flew over, but a bit higher, because I didn't know what was going on. And there's loads of people. I don't know what's going on. So got back, and she said, oh, it was lovely. I really liked it. Thank you for doing that. I'm so proud of it. It's lovely.
Yeah,
all that stuff that
your
mum is the most important person. And I said, that's very unusual. I said, I thought it would just be you. I said, I was going to be a bit lower. She went, so I phoned Auntie Reenie and Auntie Faye and Uncle Jim, and there's about a fucking million people there. So, yeah, well, it would have been better, Mum, but you porked that up, I'm afraid. Yeah. So sorry about that.
Mums love telling tales about you.
Oh, yeah.
So I have to be really careful what I say to my mum.
Yeah.
Because it'll spread through the family, and some of my friends like Wildfire. It
Yeah.
all come from my mum.
Yeah.
And like I'll say to my mum, like, oh, just like when Morris is going to play, I think I'm going to Halifax to drop the Morris off, and that's that. And then like 2 days later, my grandma will phone me. It's like, oh, are you thinking of going on a holiday to Halifax? What sort of, where are you staying? I used to live near there. Where are you, who are you taking up with you? And I'm like, no, just work. Oh, fucking hell. Like,
Add a bit and pass it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's usually with women, with girls, that's the worst. If I tell my mum anything, I'm like, I can say, I messaged a girl last night on Tinder or on Hinge, and then like a few days later, my grandma will ring and go, "Are you getting married?" It's like, fucking hell.
Stop telling everybody. Yeah, I like it. No, they do that.
Should we get a couple of pints of Guinness?
Yeah.
Shall I get them in? I'll go and get them.
All right.
Belle, do you want to wave to the people on the podcast? Yes. Oh, there's your creme brulee, sir.
That's better.
Oh, get rid of that.
I did a schoolboy error when I went to the
nonsense,
bar
isn't
the
it?
first time, because I ordered your little lady fruit drink.
Yeah.
And then I said, I'll have that, please. Oh, and a pint of Guinness. And it's like, it's a classic thing, isn't it? And she looked at me and I went, oh yeah, sorry, schoolboy error. Because the Guinness always takes longer, doesn't it? So if you're going to have a Guinness, it's
Yeah.
like the Guinness first.
Yeah.
And then the lady fruit drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
So hangovers, will you have a cure? So I traditionally have had a horrible time with hangovers in the past. I've found out a way around that. You just don't stop drinking and then it's fine. But
I do suffer from hangovers.
yeah, I do. It's not clever, is it?
No.
So
Quite often.
Pardon?
Quite often.
Quite often.
Quite often.
Well, that was your fault this morning. Bloody hell.
What do you mean?
What was that whole
You're the tequila animal. Do you know, there's video evidence of you bringing a bottle of tequila at 11 o'clock to a podcast and going, in the morning, going, forcing shots down me.
But last night we were having a lovely time with our friends, and
Oh,
then
so
you started.
just so you know, we're down here. I'm fifth wheeling. So you've got Wynne
Not, mate. It'd be rubbish without you.
Cheers, mate. Wynne and his Mrs. Bell, and Aled, who you may have seen on my YouTube channel, and Anna, his missus, and their dog Eric, and Bell and Wynne's dog with the horrendous bollocks. You need to take him somewhere and get him wanked off. Because they're going to burst, man. They look painful. They look painful.
I don't think that's a thing.
I'm sure
That
they
is
are.
not a career for
He's
anybody,
called-
is it?
No. Professional dog wanker. But he's called Arthur.
That reminds me of an RAF song. But so basic. It's something you can buy at any pharmacy.
Oh, dynamite. Because what I used to do for hangovers was like just a McDonald's
Yeah.
and a bit of a cry.
Yeah. Bit of a sob.
Yeah. And
Do you
then
get emotional as well?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like, you just cry at an advert.
Yeah.
There's an advert on
Yeah.
It's like, no, you've just hung over.
Yeah. And you have horrendous beer fear as well.
Oh, so
you
much.
think you've like drowned a sack of kittens or every
Belle
time. Yeah.
is banned from doing any late night videoing of us when we're hammered.
Oh my God.
Because that
Why
was
are we so
bad
loud?
this morning.
How do we turn into such loud,
if I'm a good
obnoxious-
editor, I'll put in a little
Don't.
clip of that, of just the bit that I can show. It goes south from there, from this bit.
Dylan Thomas and the Milkwood, no, I don't. No.
Imagine listening to that all weekend. Is that your dad?
Very badly.
Appalling. Just not doing anything bad. Just being ridiculous and
Stupid
noisy
people.
and
noisy,
talking
swearing
rubbish.
loudly.
Yes. What's that about? Yeah. So anyway, so there's a thing called Solpadeine soluble Max,
Yeah.
and it's like a miracle cure.
It's like a line of cocaine.
It's got.
I-
Well, you
not that I
can't get
know,
it in
but-
America, and it's illegal to bring it into America because it's got codeine in it. It's got codeine, caffeine, and paracetamol in it, and it's soluble,
Yes.
and it is. It's incredible.
Just imagine going to a shop in America and be like, "Can I have some codeine, please?" And the guy going, "No can do, buddy. That's not good for you." Oh, I tell you what, then I'll have that M16 rifle. Where can I have that machine gun instead?
Yeah.
No bother.
Can I have a Kinder Egg and some codeine? No, but you can have that semi-automatic weapon.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Yeah, so Solpadeine.
You can have rocket launchers, I think.
I know. Can you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah, so that's my top tip.
And it does work, Solpadeine.
You were sceptical, weren't you?
Well, not sceptical, I'd never heard of it, and then I tried it, and I was in the shower, and it was just sort of like my health bar went fully green above my head,
Yeah.
which was really good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Brought you back from being a corpse.
Yes. Apologies for the last podcast, because the audio was rubbish on it. We're still trying to get our heads around all this equipment. Like, it's so difficult. It's completely different to filming the YouTube videos, which is so annoying because essentially we just have to buy loads of different gear and and there's always problems with it and forgetting to do. So we're working on it, but I don't know. It's annoying because there's a theory behind things, isn't there? So it's like, because it kind of works,
Yeah.
it's okay. We're not really doing anything. If it didn't work at all, we'd have already invested in the gear and bought everything, and we'd have
so true.
amazing mics and stuff. But because it kind of works, we're like, oh, whatever. But we do need to step up our game.
Yeah, we do. And the audio, I get it, because if you're listening to this in a scamel, going down the M4.
All those fire engines that the army use, what are they called when the fireplace went on strike, and then they bring out those little blue things?
Yeah, I don't know.
What are they called?
I don't know.
They're
what they're called.
scamels, I think.
Are they scamels?
Well, there's something. If you know, let us know. They are something, but they're hilarious.
But if you're
things.
listening to this on Spotify in your cab, it's going to be really annoying. If
So I listened to it on my phone, and I was just like, oh, I can hardly hear anything. I don't know if this is going to be any better either, but maybe.
Yeah, because these mics are really good, though, aren't they?
Well, maybe.
Because the last one, we only had one mic and we didn't actually turn it on.
Is it still working? Yeah, seems to be still working.
Yeah, but the problem with the sound of the last one was that with those big bulky microphones.
Yeah.
So this might be better.
And they pick up all the sounds of the chiller and stuff as well, which is annoying, isn't it?
Yeah. So here we are in a freezing beer garden.
Yeah.
We're going to do it in a corner of a pub. There's too much music.
I split the G there. Look, excellent.
Nice.
Yeah, but it will have music or there's other people. It's incredibly busy in Tenby. It doesn't look it right here right now because we found like the quietest one possible.
Not surprised.
But
It's only us and Bear Grylls over there making a fire out of bird eyes or something.
why does Arthur, your dog, why does he loves piss, doesn't he? What's that all about, like Bear Grylls? That's like when we were walking on the beach earlier, I did compare him to Bear Grylls because he just can find other dogs' piss anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere. It's sort of his special talent. Yeah.
It's better talents to have, isn't there?
There is.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he is. It's sort of. It's like his.
Could you train it out of him? Oh, what's that?
It's like his Twitter. So he's going, oh, that's interesting.
Ah, nice. Yeah.
As he goes around town. That's interesting. Oh, I do believe Fido has been here earlier.
So what's the plans for tonight then? We got fucked up last night. Went out for a nice meal, got fucked up last night, and I think we should do pretty much exactly the same. Oh, right, okay.
Okay.
No, I think exactly the same tonight would be really good.
Yeah.
Where are we going to go for food?
I don't know if that lovely restaurant called Plantagenet House, but I don't know if it's open because it's January and they've gone to Thailand or something, where it's warm.
Yeah.
Having made a.
Is it Thai food? Is it?
No.
Why did you say Thailand?
Well, that's where I'd go.
Yeah.
Take the winter off.
It's a bit far.
It's a bit.
It's a bit far.
Go to Morecambe.
Yeah, I've never been to Morecambe. I've never been to this part of Wales either.
No, you haven't been here before.
No,
have you?
never been here before. No, I've been to Swansea and been to Cardiff. like once.
Yeah.
Never really been to this corner.
Yeah. Home of Dylan Thomas, Undermilk Wood.
Yep.
Yeah. In fact, the first reading of Undermilk Wood happened in Tenby.
Did it?
Yeah. And he also
You were
left-
listening to it. It was on the CD, in the CD player at the house we're staying at, and you were listening to it before.
You weren't impressed, were you?
Well, I think it's. Well, I don't think it definitely is a you had to have been there thing. I don't think it's not transferred over the decades, over the generations.
Really?
I don't
Had to
think
have
so.
been there. I wasn't there. He died in 1962 or 53 or something.
Well, I was going to say, the CDs sounded pretty good.
Yeah. That's pretty good. It was read by Richard Burton, isn't it?
Oh yeah, he's cool.
Yeah. So,
I compared it to War of the Worlds just because it's like a famous thing that you have on record.
yeah.
Because we used to sell it in the shop quite a lot if we ever
did
got
you?
it. Yeah, we ever got copies in it. Do really, really well. And did I keep bringing that lighter with me? I don't think I did. And same with War of the Worlds. Fucking love War of the Worlds. Could listen to that all day.
It is good.
Dun dun dun, doo 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 doo, dun dun dun.
It's good, that.
Really good.
I knew exactly what you were doing.
Yeah, that's the only bit of it I can remember.
Didn't they, is that the one that they played on the radio in America for the first time and everybody panicked because they thought it was real?
I don't think that was that.
I think so.
Was it not?
Yeah, was it not that? We'll research that.
Yeah, we'll research it.
Yep.
Jamie, look that up.
We need a Jamie.
We do need a Jamie, yeah.
Yeah, fact checker.
Oh. What about those bloody wildfires in America?
Good pivot.
Yeah. Mad that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is mad, actually.
Mel Gibson's house got burnt down.
Yeah. He's gone bonkers, though, hasn't he?
No, it wasn't Mel Gibson, it was the other guy. The one who did the Christ thing that got him in trouble. Got him cancelled.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
Kind of like Mel Gibson, but not. Oh, was it Mel Gibson? Doesn't matter. Anyway. I think it might have been. But yeah, his house burnt down.
Yeah, it is amazing, isn't it? It's like, it's a bit dry there, isn't it?
Yeah,
We don't have that problem.
we don't.
Complain about the rain, but there are benefits.
We've had a few wildfires though. Had some wildfires. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Have you been
some
watching
wildfires.
Fargo?
No, we have.
Not agreeing with your police work there, Lou.
In where I grew up in Conwy,
Right.
there was a lot of brush on the mountains.
Oh, yes.
And sometimes, if
Yes.
you went up there and you had a little fire, it would spread.
Oh, are we...
No, I didn't do it. But it did happen, and the fire would spread, and it would burn all the moors.
Okay.
And that
Was that gorse fires? Or,
Yeah.
Was
Something
it-
like that.
Farmers burn those on purpose, don't they? To get rid of it.
Oh, it might have been that then.
Could have been that.
Yeah, it could have been that, yeah.
Yeah,
I was quite young at the time.
right. So it was you.
No.
okay.
Did used to set fires things in the woods. We all did when we were kids, though, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was the best fun.
Yeah.
Blowing up deodorant cans. Did you ever do that?
No.
Did that a lot. Used to love blowing up deodorant cans. Seeing how close you could be to the fire when it blew up.
Yeah.
I'd just sit right next to it and watch them blow up. Nothing happened. It's fine. Nothing happened.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You used to put coins on the railway lines.
Yeah, done that. 2p's. 2p's are the best, and watch them bend.
Yeah.
There was a mad case in America. Oh my God. I was watching a mini documentary on this. There was a lad who was like 17 and he was obsessed with railways, right? And he was trying to make a YouTube channel out of filming railways. Nobody was watching, and he was like, right, I need to film something that's going to like get me loads of views. And he purposely derailed a train.
What?
And went to prison. So he got, there was this junction where the two rails split, and he'd gone there and he was watching it, and he knew that there was this bit where you flick between the two, and there was a stationary car, trailer. What the fuck do they call them?
Carriage?
Trailer. Yeah, but not carriage. It was like for carrying stuff.
Okay.
It's full of like coal or something. I don't know. I don't think it was coal, but you get the idea. It was one of those parked there, and all the trains were going past it. Fine, no problem at all. And he went down there and set his camera up and said, I've just been walking by and I've noticed that there's an abandoned like carriage or whatever there, and I'm sure the train's going to hit it because the crossing is in the wrong way. So I've just set my camera just to see what happens because the trains come through here all the time.
Of course he did, yeah.
And they on CCTV, you could see him moving the tracks thing over. And then, so he sets his camera and films it. And sure enough, this massive train with loads of carriages behind it, not with people on, thankfully, just with goods, flies down the track, goes wrong way, hits this thing, fucking derails, causes mega damage, mega damage. And and he got fucking bollocking of his life.
Yeah, surprised. Yeah, and a bit of prison time.
Yeah, so he got I think he got 8 years.
Oh shit.
Yeah, really bad, because
how many views did you get?
it was, well, this is it, isn't it, you know? But I'm sure they put him down for attempted manslaughter or attempted murder or something like that, I don't know. Because there was people on the train, obviously driving it and stuff.
Yeah. I tell you what, that whole thing is really annoying, that whole influencer thing, pain in the arse people doing shit in the in the aisles of aeroplanes, and you know, it's just
pointing lasers at helicopters.
Oh, I didn't see that. That's so dangerous.
Oh, that's what they do all the time. Is it? What were you talking about?
No, just generally being dickheads. You know, it's like just
flying drones over airports.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It's bad, isn't it?
Yeah. Anything to get views.
It's true. It's very, very true. Well, that's how we're in. You know, I ate a 28-year-old crisp. Did really well.
Did really well.
I didn't die. It was worth it.
Yeah. How did the Peugeot video get on? That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, really decent.
Great car.
It's doing well. Yeah, it's still rising up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. Other people have turned up.
Yeah. I do need a wee.
Oh dear, should we pause it?
Yeah.
Okay. Like an ice cream or something. You having a good day, Wynne?
I'm having a really good day, thank you. Now the hangover's gone.
There we go. We're in Quayside. This is Quayside, where you left the key in the door.
Yeah. I wasn't clever.
Oh, Alad's back. Oh, we're back from pub. It was just too cold, man. And then other people came.
Can't have other people.
Other people were there, and it freaked me out, man. It's weird, like talking, like in public, isn't it? So this is my great aunt Matilda.
Yeah.
Great aunt Navanwi, sorry.
Yeah.
Great aunt Navanwi. She was a keen violinist and a horrible drunk.
Yeah.
Which is where we've got it from. Not the violin. The drinking.
It's quite a painting, that.
It is. It's serious, isn't it? She's got that look of like, fucking, have you finished yet?
Yeah.
Have you finished painting yet? I've been sat here for 4 days.
I think it's a man.
No.
Yeah, I think it is.
Not with those chest bollocks.
Yeah. That's not a word.
It is. It's the second time I've said that today. I like it. I do that sometimes when I get hook onto a word. We were talking about that there's a prefab house over there. You can't see it, but there's a German prefab house that you're talking about.
Oh, Huff House.
Huff House.
Yeah, prefab makes it sound a bit rubbish.
But it is though.
But it comes in palleted from America, from Germany, or with all of the sockets in the places you want them, all that sort of.
Wow,
and
nice.
it arrives with a German team to put it up, and they have the exact right amount of Allen keys and it's just bish bash bosh done. Everything.
How much is one of those?
I don't know. A lot of money.
Sounds it. Are you struggling with the beer?
A little bit.
I am.
How are you?
Well, I'm trying my best, but
It's not clever, is it?
no.
You don't have to, you know, you can have a cup of tea.
What the hell was that? You sit here and watch Spaced
Yeah.
when Tyres comes in. And
Yeah.
he's like, so do you want something to drink? He's like, no, I'm okay. He's like, cup of tea? Like, oh, no solids.
No solids. Yeah, exactly.
It's got milk in it.
Yeah.
I've just had a bit of cheese and it had the wax still on it.
Was that on purpose? Or
No, head's not in the game.
very, very nice cheese that you bought, yeah. What?
I forgot about the Turbo Shandies.
Oh, God.
Keep them entertained for 10 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
You want a Turbo Shandy? Have you ever tried a Turbo Shandy?
Yes.
No, you
when I was
haven't.
12. Yeah. So Ben got very excited because he spotted some Smirnoff Ice in the Tesco's in Tenby. So sadly, his eyes lit up and said something about Turbo Shandies. It sounds a little
Eric,
bit.
do you want to come in with us? Come
Sounds a little bit caravan park to me. I'm not having it.
This is going to blow your mind. Oh, the door shuts on its own.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
Thank you, great aunt Mabanwe. Look at this as well that I've got.
You can't say this.
Look at this item. Come here. Come here.
It'll bite you.
Why do you... Why are you being like this? Why are you so heavy? Oh. Come here.
Yeah.
This is a dog.
This is a very lovely dog called Eric.
It's called Eric, and it's the same as like a human. It's got 2 ears, 2 eyes. Whoa.
Yeah, that.
And when
people go
walk
past, he does that.
what are you barking for? What? What have you seen? Right, go on. Go and see your mum and dad. Go on.
It's not his mum and dad.
This is a Turbo Shandy. You sure? Do you want me to get your glass?
No.
But it'll sort you out, honestly.
No, not having it.
Which is basically you use Smirnoff Ice as lemonade.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And you should, honestly...
Yeah. It's a bit lower decks, mate. I'm not doing that.
but it really does start your night early. Rocket fuel. I used to drink these a lot.
It's
back in the day.
4:30.
Tequilas.
No.
Oh, sorry.
It's 4:30.
I thought you meant as in it was late. We are big drinkers, aren't we? Do you reckon is that are we ever going to address that, do you think, or?
Yeah, but the podcast is done in the bar. That's the point. So that's not our fault.
Fuck, that's mint. So good.
You're a bad man.
And then obviously we're on holiday now, so... But we should do them one day where we don't drink
Yeah, of course.
over my dead body.
Yeah, right.
Which it might be, if we carry on. Nice Royal Mail van. You having a nice day, Aled?
I'm having a lovely day. With Eric?
Hello, Eric. Oh!
Good boy.
Are you having a nice time?
Yes, very nice time.
The decor in here is strange, isn't it?
Well, it's like they left. So somebody lived here for a long time.
Yeah.
Somebody's nan, and then they died, and they said, "Yeah, let's keep that aesthetic."
Yeah, and some of the smell.
Oh, do you think? I'm not getting the smell.
Oh, no, okay.
Okay.
Maybe just my room. After I'd been in there for the night.
Yeah.
But
What happened to your neck?
so bad. So I didn't go to bed last night. I passed out, and I knew I was going. You know when you get to a point where it's so hammered that you say it's in your head, a bit of the brain that's the last little bit of the brain that isn't pissed. All the rest of the brain's gone.
Yeah.
You've got last tiny little bit, and it goes ding 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 ding. You've got 10 seconds to lie down, otherwise that's it. It's a problem. And it went off, and I was like, I'm going to bed. And I just like launched myself up the stairs, got into bed, gone. And because it's like an Airbnb, all the beds were made, and they had these rock hard pillows, quite big, but 2 of them. And I conked out on these, and the pillows were so high. I woke up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and my neck was like this. And I was like, and I was like half pissed, and I was like, and then I sort of stumbled up, and I was still in my clothes and everything. I took my clothes off. I was like, oh my god. Got rid of one of the pillows. I was like, I need a drink. I need water. I went over to the sink in the corner of the room.
Bizarre having a sink in the room, isn't it?
So why is there some seaside places? It's always seaside places. There's a sink in the room. I didn't know it was the same when I lived there.
Yeah.
Just every house has a sink in the room.
Old officers' messes always had a sink in the room, and they always used to say there are people who've pissed in the sink, and there are people who've lied about pissing in the sink.
So I did think about this. But anyway, I tried to get a drink out of the sink, but the taps had been put on too far away from the edge of the sink, so the tap, the stream of water was only just
close to the edge of the sink.
Yeah, it was just making the sink. There was no distance between it. So, and it was in the corner, directly in the corner, not at the back, not on the side. It was directly in the corner of this sink. So the tap's just coming in there. So I turned the tap on. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I can hardly see. It's so dark, and I was just like, and it was so hot in the room as well. It was so hot. And I was like, right, okay. And I poured the water, and like I was like trying to put my mouth on it, and it was just I couldn't get my head into the corner. And I kept trying, and I couldn't do it. But then luckily I found a vessel.
Right.
I filled that up and was just stood there like shaking, like 1, 2, just trying to like neck water as much as I could, and then I went back to sleep.
Was that vessel a glass?
Yeah.
Okay. You know that neck thing? I was always fascinated by ladies who went into the swimming pool and could swim and do breaststroke, but their head was like 90 degrees to their body to keep their hair completely dry. And I always thought that those people who can do that, they'd be handy if anybody ever fell down a well, because you could put a head torch on them and you could lower them down, and they could see if the person was at the bottom of the well.
Yeah, against their will.
It occurred to me. Yeah.
Have you ever been down a well?
No.
Me neither. I did have a friend called Kathy. She lived next to Bottlewithen. I think it was Bottlewithen Gardens, I think. You know, in near Llandudno.
Yeah, I've stayed there.
It's not near Llandudno. It wasn't Bottlewithen, it was Bodyscathlin Hall.
Yes.
No, it was Bottlewithen. It was the garden. It was big, amazing National Trust gardens that you walked around. Anyway, she worked there and lived like outside it. And she was walking one day through this bit that was like dead overgrown, right?
Yeah.
Mad story, this, you know. And there was a glass roof of some sort of building underground. It was just like a big circular thing underground with a glass roof, which she didn't see because everything was just covered in cracks. It was all abandoned.
Oh, okay.
And she walked onto it and just fell straight through, and the glass all smashed to bits, and it cut her to ribbons.
Really?
So luckily she made noise and people came and she was found.
She did make noise.
Absolutely, yeah. But her body, you know, she's probably, you know, I haven't seen her in a long time, but she was covered in scars, like big, all over, like neck, face, everything, where the glass had just poured onto her and she'd fallen through it, and just every bit of her body, just big, massive scars everywhere. And it was quite a traumatic experience.
Lucky
for her.
to survive that.
Yeah, pretty bad. She was a cool chick, though. She is a cool chick.
Bodyscathlin is like, isn't that like a private members club place?
Oh, well, it's a hotel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bodyscathlin Hall. So I used to live behind Bodyscathlin Hall.
Really?
Yeah, in Brimpuddle. So that's, you know, Brimpuddle's behind. That's where me and Al grew up. And then Bodyscathlin Woods, and we used to go in there and cause all sorts of crazy stuff. It's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to go and set fire to things and run through things and get scared in there when we were younger. And we used to order. There was a big monument called the Obelisk that you would pass if you go on the 470.
Yeah, I know that.
See it. Yeah, it's great. So we used to go and sit underneath that, and we would order a Topolino's.
What's a
Which
Topolino's?
was from the local pizza delivery place.
Okay.
So we'd be like 14, 15, and we'd order, and that was the height. So we'd smoke rollies. We'd get loads of cans from anywhere we could, nick them from our houses, and we'd go there and we'd order a Topolino's, and we'd say to the driver, drive to the Obelisk, and like we'll meet you at the gate. And he was just like, fucking hell. And every time, and then we'd go down, and it was so good. And we'd turn up to this gate, and he'd piping hot pizzas, and that was so good. And then we'd walk back up to the Obelisk, and
Very good.
Yeah.
It's an odd thing to do, but I mean, I guess, yeah, when you're 15.
I had a Devil's three-way up there as well.
I'm hoping that's a pizza.
It's actually a Devil's four-way. But I can't really get into that. But if you...
Yeah. Let's just call it that's like 4 different flavours on a pizza.
Yeah. It's 3... it's actually 3 guys and 1 girl.
Oh, for God's sake.
That's a Devil's four-way. Good times, man. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have any of that drink you're having.
I'm telling you, mate, that is going to cure everything. All the ailments.
How's your knee?
It's not great, you know. So I had this a couple of weeks ago. I went for a little run, and I got back and I thought, bloody hell, my knee hurts more than just it usually does. Running's bad for the knees, man. It just is.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
Really bad for. There's nothing, but I really enjoy it. And I'm going to step it up a lot more. When we get back, because this is the last of my unhealthiness now.
Yeah.
Back on with my dieting and stuff. And then, so I remember going, a couple of times recently I've just sort of moved when I'm walking and just sort of twisted my knee a little bit, and it's twinged and it's gone. And I did it today when we were out, and it's just something gone inside.
Cold swallowed, man.
I think it's a cold, but I don't think it's going to be a big problem. I think I'll just carry on with it.
Not for 20 years.
No, but yeah. It's like that Baz Luhrmann song, everyone was free to wear sunscreen, isn't it? Where he goes, look after your knees, you'll miss them when they're gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Great. It's one of the things, because I'm 37 now. Imagine, like, you probably, I don't know, you're very healthy though, but the decline of the human body, have you noticed anything happening? Because I saw you looking at the menu in the bar, yes, in the restaurant. We'll just look at the menu like this. We'll just look at the menu and Wynne's there with his torch.
It's true. So
Pizza.
That's exactly what happened. That it's sort of having 20/20 vision for so long, and having to have good eyes to fly, otherwise you can't get in. All that sort of stuff. So that's a little bit disappointing. I can see bugger all. But
So your eyes quite bad, are they?
no, it's just for like reading. So I can either hold it a long way away.
Yeah.
So my eyes are fine, but my arms are too short. Hold a long way away, or if there's like bright light, it's fine.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Or wear glasses.
Yeah. No.
No.
That's going a bit far, isn't it?
I'm not wearing glasses.
Admitting defeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bizarrely, my mother's eyes have got better. I was
Bloody
there.
hell.
Have I said this to you? I popped in to see her, and she's reading the newspaper, and she's 86 and not wearing glasses. I said, why aren't you wearing glasses? She said, I don't need those anymore. I don't need those now.
I'm off to Tesco's in the car.
And my eyes are much better than they used to be. So what are you
Wow.
talking about? Are you Benjamin Button? Are you getting younger?
My grandma, her vision is it's been declining quite a lot, and she said to my uncle, who helps with a lot of like technology and doing stuff around the house because they live very close to each other. Can you get me one of those phones with big buttons so it's easier for me to see?
Right.
And like her house now is like a joke house. Because everything's got massive buttons. Her remote control for a TV is like a laptop. It's like an iPad. It's this huge button. 1, 2, 3, volume, massive buttons. Like everything. The
Like
mic,
a joke house.
the oven, the microwave. I don't know where she's buying them from. There's a shop that sells massive buttoned items.
That's so funny.
And she was driving a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Well, Mum still drives. She's 86.
Oh, decent. Yeah.
Goes
That's
to the
good.
gym twice a week.
What does she drive?
A Hyundai i10.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Buzzes around in that.
Nice. That's
She
good,
used to
isn't it?
be, she was like, so my stepfather and her, because our house is about 7 or 8 miles from the garage. And she worked in the garage, or she did all the paperwork, that sort of stuff, and the accountancy stuff. And every time they finished work, they'd race home, always race home.
Well, okay.
And I remember one particular incident
Love that. I need to find myself a woman like that.
yeah, but they'd race home, and she had an XR3, a red XR3, and before, so the very early, you know the ones with
there were XR3Is after, weren't they?
Yeah,
So it started as XR3s.
XR3 with the wheels with the 4 holes.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Pepper pot.
The pepper pots are just a generic term for any wheels that have like holes in them.
Yeah, but it's just 4 holes. So I really remember that car. It's amazing. And
so cool.
my stepdad had a Bedford van, what's a Bedford van, but what do you like a small van, like
a car-derived van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aled's got one, hasn't he?
Oh, kind of, not really.
Not a
It's
proper van,
changed
a
now,
little
isn't it?
van.
He's got a caddy.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
that size. But he had a Bedford one of those with that the gear stick used to come out. It's just come out. It's just like, and he put it in the gear stick. But I remember she was really chuffed because she said, "I'm definitely going to beat him." And he got to the roundabout, around the roundabout, and then there's like one long straight. And there was some cars coming this other way. She said, I've got him. He's no way he's beating me. And he overtook on the grass, on the verge.
Brilliant.
Bonkers.
So good.
Bonkers.
I was doing some incredible overtakes on the way down here.
Were you?
So I knocked 25 minutes off the sat-nav and I stopped for a piss twice. So it's pretty good. It's rapid, that car. So all dead twisty roads, and whenever I was just, the overtakes. So there was one point where I overtook a car, and there was traffic lights ahead, and then and he stopped behind me, and I could just see him clapping in his rearview mirror like that. Just be
well done, mate.
You've not got anywhere, have you? It's like, I'm not doing it to get somewhere. I'm doing it because it's fun.
Yeah.
I'm doing it because I enjoy like sketchy overtakes.
Do you have to like recalibrate your distance in a powerful car like that?
Yeah.
When you pull out, you go, "Oh, I can't make it." But like in that car, you can.
Yeah. That's what I mean about sketchy overtakes. Like
Yeah.
I was doing some wild ones, which like in any of the other car, maybe the Focus would be all right, but any of the slower cars would have been like certain death. Yeah, certain death. Can't take anything like that. Yeah, imagine. But the Porsche was so good. It's just rapid. I was flying at like, what do double white lines mean? They mean overtake, don't they? No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
But yeah, some really good ones. Just one of my favourite overtaking manoeuvres.
All right.
I love doing this because it blows the mind of the car in front, and they can't get their head around why you're doing it. It's mad. And they're like, this is so dangerous. But it only works in certain sections of road where the road, if you're driving along, you can see where it goes. But, But you can see like the hedges and stuff. You can see things further up the road, and you have to. It's complicated. But
You're thinking about a specific piece of road now, aren't you?
No, works on loads. Works on loads. But if you're driving out and there's a car in front of you. If I want to overtake, but I can't because the road curves, so you can't overtake on a bend.
Yeah.
But if I can see what's after the bend, and I can see the road going up, I look at the road and I calculate in my head how much time it would take a car to go around that corner.
Yeah.
I look down, I'm like, right, there's nothing coming from up there. And I worked out, if a car hasn't gone around the corner yet, there's no way one would have got from the top of there to
Yeah.
the bottom by the time I do it. I think I'm explaining this right. I need to draw.
I know
them.
exactly what you mean.
Yeah, and then I'll go for it. So the person that in the car you're overtaking thinks you're overtaken on a blind bend.
Yeah.
And they're like, whoa, what are you doing here? And sometimes I overtake on the corner.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my God, but it's because I can see the road ahead.
Yeah. What you haven't seen is the gate and the tractor coming out the
Yeah.
gate on the corner.
Fuck it. If we die, we die. We die like men. No, I'm a lot safer than that. I'm making sure, you can see the tops of the hedges and stuff, so you can tell if there'd be like a cyclist or a tractor or something like that. You make an informed decision
Yeah.
based on what you can see, and there is an element of luck.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
And I really enjoy it. I do really, really enjoy it. And it's the thrill of the game, man.
Yeah.
And then you get places fast, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, so I'm interested in that whole idea about calibrating yourself when you pull out, so you know.
Yeah, braking distance is
Are the brakes good?
phenomenal. I was leathering the brakes on the way down here, phenomenal. But stopping distance is, I nearly crashed it the day that I got it because I was going down a slip road on the motorway. The car stopped at the top, and I was going as legally as fast as I possibly could, legally, officer, and I was going up the slip road, but because you're going so fast, things come quicker.
Yeah.
So like, normally you just be like, oh, fine, but I was going so fast, like the car was stopped, and I was approaching it so much quicker. I was like, oh shit. Well, if you're not totally switched on, paying attention, it's there in front of you. So I was like, oh fuck. And then after that happened, I was like, I started paying attention to the stopping distances when you are going quicker.
Yeah.
Because you're not usually going that fast.
Yeah.
Because what's annoying as well, I drive the Land Rover quite a lot, and you're chugging around at 60 mile an hour. So to go from one to the other,
Yes.
it's a bit of a or I'm driving a 1.3 Cortina. Do you know what I mean? And it's like,
Love that car.
I love the Cortina. I can't wait to get stuck into it. Bless you.
Sorry. That is the seat.
Can't wait to get stuck into that.
What are you going to do to it?
Right, let me tell you what I'm going to do to that car. I'm going to pull it out at number 17, where it is at the moment, and I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to...
Put it at what? Number
17.
What do you mean?
Well, storage next to mine.
Oh, okay.
Where it is at the moment. And I'm going to clean it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to paint. I'm going to disassemble the front of the car.
Right.
Take the bumper, headlights, everything off the front of the car, the grille, because it's all slightly pissed.
Right.
Really, really annoying. Fords are so bad for it. All the Ford Capris are terrible for it. My truck is. Fords are just really bad. If someone's taken them apart and not put them back on perfectly, you can just tell that something's slightly on the
so
piss.
annoying.
So annoying. So it's like that. So I'm going to take everything off, and then I'm going to paint the front, because the front needs painting.
Yeah.
And the scuttle panel.
Right.
So I'm going to paint that, so that'll be immaculate, and that's going to be fun. Looking forward to doing that. And then I'll put everything back on perfectly and straight and square and everything, so it looks pretty mint. It's still going to have a bit of marks here and there. I'm not going mint with it. It's going to still have a bit of dodgy paintwork here and there, but it'll look really, really clean.
Yeah.
Put it all back on, and then I'm going to order, which I didn't have time to do in the first video, which is one of the reasons we stopped doing the Friday videos, so I can actually have time to wait for parts. All new rear brakes, new drums, shoe kit, just everything, all new for rear brakes. I'm going to completely rebuild both rear brakes, get them mint.
Yeah.
And then mechanically, it should be spot on. Should be absolutely fine then. So really pleased with that. And then I'm going to get a set of lowering springs.
No.
And a set of alloy wheels.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm going to drop it down, probably 40 to 60 mil.
Yeah.
Whichever ones I can find. And I'm going to get a set of real nice gold multi-spokes. God. And I'm going to chuck that on, and it's going to look the business.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm tempted to raffle it off.
Oh.
Because I want to.
Okay.
I'm thinking about getting a bigger unit this year.
Okay.
So
What's her name?
Well, any port in a storm. But yeah, so that's what I would like to do. So I might do that this year. So I might raffle it off to save the money.
Yeah.
And then I can afford a slightly bigger unit. We'd all like a slightly bigger unit, wouldn't we?
Yeah, cool. Why? Yeah. Still up. That's Eric trying to get in.
Valid.
All right. Oh, hello, Eric.
Oh, it's Arthur.
Oh, it's Arthur.
This is another one. Look, let me show you another example of a dog.
Well, you saw part of him.
Oh yeah, on the beach earlier. No. Oh yeah. Can he be elevated, or does he not like being elevated?
He doesn't like being elevated.
Oh.
I'll try.
He's quite big as well.
Come here, mate. Look.
Oh, look at that.
He doesn't look at all awkward, does he?
No.
He didn't like that at all.
That dog, I think, is called a Whippet.
Yeah, it is a whippet.
There you go. And it's pretty good.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Pretty good, and he just, he needs a mate. He needs something to shag, because they're painful, man. Big purple ones. We've all been there, though. After, don't worry about that, buddy. We know what it's like.
Yeah. No, that's cool about the Cortina. Interesting.
Yeah, should be pretty good. Looking forward to it. Excited. I'm going to do that next few weeks, I think.
Anything in the pipeline? Anything you can tell us about? Anything like potential cars? Or you don't want to do that, do you? Obviously.
Well, the potentials at the moment that I don't know if they're going to come off is a will it run and drive Morris Minor, potentially a will it run and drive BMW 7 Series, which would be cool, but I'm not sure because it's very expensive.
Yeah,
cars are expensive nowadays, and the Z3 that still haven't done, and the hello dear.
Even if you want a beer, you're right for a beer.
Could you grab us another can?
Of course. When are you on?
I might need one. Okay. Thank you.
And Z3 and
Z3.
Yeah, which is we've talked about it before, but it was just ages ago and it's still sat there. I just haven't got round to it yet. Something always comes up, and a Triumph TR7, which belongs to a Patreonaire. So I'm really excited for that. Do you want to grab a chair and sit in?
I was just going to deliver you a beer.
You sure? Do you want to come and say hello? This is Ali, by the way. This is another type of dog.
Welsh breed.
See you later. Turbo Shandy's, by the way, yeah?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, decent.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
What was your favourite one, the Fosters?
After that, we're going to order a pizza up to the obelisk.
Yeah, I've just been talking about that.
£2 special.
Brilliant.
TR7.
That's going to be sick. I love to do a TR6.
What a wacky shape that car is.
TR6, so good, but mega money. And there's not many basket cases about. But the TR7, it's still, relatively inexpensive cars.
Remember sorry about that.
This beer's going down well, isn't it?
What about the V8 version? Remember that?
Yeah, is it TR8?
TR8.
Yeah, very nice.
They rallied them, didn't they? So they had to. Did they? Yeah, so they had to make. What's that called when they do that?
Oh, homologation.
Yeah.
Homologate them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Homologate.
Yeah, homologate. Yeah.
Really cool. But yeah, the TR7 I'm really looking forward to because I just fucking love a Triumph, man.
Yeah.
I do really enjoy Triumph. That Vitesse that I did recently was such a sick car to work on.
Yeah. What's the little sprints? Remember they're like the
Dolomite.
Dolomite sprint.
Yeah, nice. Again, love to do it. There's loads of cars I want to do, but it's just about finding the right ones.
I saw a Dolomite recently, and I'm sure people will get this. They're so small.
Yeah. All the old cars aren't they? If you look at them,
tiny little things.
It's so weird. So on sizes of cars, I found out some facts the other day because I was interested. I was looking at a video about why new cars are getting so much bigger.
Yeah.
And a lot of it comes down to safety.
Yeah.
And sort of like...
For pedestrians?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, in some ways. Yeah.
Go on.
Have you seen the bonnets, the Volvo bonnets that have airbags in them for if you hit a pedestrian?
Is that right?
External airbags.
Wow.
Mad. So your head doesn't hit the windscreen.
Nice.
Nuts.
Or nuts.
Yeah, just hit your nuts.
Wouldn't be much use for Arthur.
Fucking hell. Imagine just then explode. What are you going to do? Can you get him drained? Get him drained with a little syringe or something. Fucking poor thing.
Anyway.
What was we saying? I can't stop thinking about Arthur's nuts.
We were talking about...
the size of cars.
Size of cars.
So, right, it's mental. So, one of the reasons is safety, and the other reason is equipment levels. So, they want to put more stuff in cars, and to put more stuff in cars, bigger brakes, bigger wheels, bigger suspension equipment, bigger everything, better stuff, better, more technology and things, just means bigger everything, more luxurious, blah, 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 blah. So, in my head, I was like, surely, because we've got parking spaces and, roads, so surely there's a maximum you can get to on a car. So apparently there is no maximum you can get to on a car. There is, but the maximum is a bus.
Oh, okay.
So a car can be as big as a bus. Mad,
that makes no sense.
Okay, so the buses, all buses, it's like, I think they set the standard for sizes.
Okay.
I can't remember what it is, but they're massively wide. And that is as wide as a car can be built.
Bloody hell.
So if you wanted to build a car, as long as it's smaller than a bus,
well,
you're fine.
You look at something like a Bentley, is it Bentayga?
Bentayga, yeah.
They're massive.
They are big.
And Rolls-Royce make a 4x4 now, don't they?
Is it the Cullinan?
Huge.
But
the weird thing about those two, so those, like the Bentayga and the Cullinan, is they're not much imagination went into that shape. They are boxes.
Yeah, absolutely. The reason they jumped on all that bandwagon, it's the same with Ferrari and all that sort of stuff, is your biggest markup as a car manufacturer is usually your SUV.
Okay.
So it's the one that you can make the cheapest and sell for the most.
Okay.
So which is why a lot of them are doing, and it's why Jaguar, the only car that they're still making, I think, or they're going to make, is the F-Pace.
Oh.
Because it's the only...
Okay.
So but the guy from Jaguar, Dave Jaguar, said... Dave Jag said, that's in the last however many years, and this is bonkers to me, but I get it because I've owned a brand new one and they're shit. Jaguars have been making shit cars. And that's the only reason why they're doing what they're doing now, is because they haven't been able to make a good product, because the cars have been so unreliable, and just warranty-wise, it's drained all their cash flow. And the only car that they've made money on is the F-Pace.
Wow.
All of the other cars they've lost money on.
That's shit.
You look at that, what's the little sports car called? F-Type.
Yeah.
A little sports car. I can't remember the numbers off my head. If you Google it, it's really interesting. But apparently that cost them so much. Just warranty-wise, it was constantly fucking up. Yeah. It's the same with mine. When I got my brand new Jag, it went to the dealership 3 times. In 16,000 miles, it went into the dealership 3 times that I had it.
Yeah.
And that was its first. It was brand new when I got it, 6 miles on the clock, and it first went back, I think, 2 weeks after I got it.
And then you look at something like, I know, it's not the most exciting car in the world, but that E-Type of mine, that Mercedes.
E-Class.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So we were talking about Jaguars. That E-Class of mine, I had brand new in 2013. It's never, ever
such a good car.
I know, that's why the bloody taxis, but it's just an incredible car, really.
Really, really good car. I've driven it, serviced it. It was amazing. Loved it. It's really nice.
Yeah. No, but
goes sideways really well.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, it's mad, isn't it? I mean, that's the sort of you've just got to make a good product, and your cars will sell. If you make a really bad one, then they won't.
Somebody I know quite high up relatively high up at Crewe for Bentley, said that initially they got the price point for the Bentayga completely wrong. Because when you looked at a high-end Range Rover at the time, when they launched the Bentayga, it was like, I can't remember.
Like the SVR or something,
yeah, but 100 and something thousand. And
Big
then
money.
the Bentayga went in as like 250 or something.
Yeah.
And there's probably dollars because they look at it's all as the American market.
Yeah,
isn't it?
absolutely.
And they said actually when you looked at the price and what you got for the top of the line Range Rover versus the sort of basic Bentayga, they just got that price point wrong. It was just too high. Too high. Yeah, because the Range Rover was nearly there. And the Bentayga was like, yeah, it's good.
Yeah. But is it worth that much more?
But is it worth that much more? So actually, you just needed people to buy the badge. And that's what you were relying on, really. So.
Yeah. But it's mad. Same thing with Jags, really. They were sort of rested on their laurels, hoping that regular Jag buyers and Jag owners would continue to buy the brand when they were making a shit product. And people aren't stupid.
No.
I was so keen on buying that car when I first saw it. I was just like, I can't wait to own a brand new Jag. 'Cause I've had loads of Jags. I was just like, I can't wait to buy a brand new Jag. I'm so excited about it. I always loved the brand. And it was so badly built.
Was it?
And everything was subpar. Everything. When I got into that, I came out of a 2011 BMW 5 Series.
Yeah.
And so at the time it was maybe, I can't remember what plate it was on, so 2020, so it was 9 years older than the Jag, and it was better in every way. In every way it was better. And we're talking sound system, we're talking build quality, seats, everything that worked. The main reason the Jag kept going back to the dealership was because of this infotainment system. You just go black screen and you just have nothing. And it happened once when I was on the road with my mate in the car, and we were driving back from like down south somewhere, and we had like a 4-hour drive, and literally pulled out with the trailer on, and we were like, right, see you later. Got in the car, and we were like, right, let's make this trip home. Drove out, and we were like, right, let's put some tunes on. Dead. And we had no music at all the way
You
back.
hate that, don't you?
Hate it. Have to have my tunes. Have to have my tunes. Or just a little bit of radio on or something, you know?
Yeah. Because you don't want to be alone with your thoughts, do you?
Can't be in quiet.
It's dark in there.
It's very, very troubled.
Yeah.
Gonna have some sort of white noise.
Yeah.
Did you? A story about Wayne Rooney nearly burnt his house down because he had to have white noise to help him sleep.
God.
So he left his hairdryer on to help him sleep, and then everybody was
Why
just
did
like,
he have a hairdryer?
I don't know. But everybody was like, why don't you just listen to a recording of a hairdryer instead of listening to the hairdryer, you know, because you can find recordings of anything, and instead of just leaving your hairdryer on. Mental.
Yeah. I'm sure he's not stupid, but I do remember somebody saying, why are we giving him another pay rise? Why don't we just give him a tyre and a rope?
You don't become a very good footballer because you're hyper intelligent, do you?
No.
Because you can run fast and kick balls.
I'm not a football guy, I'm afraid.
I'm not a football guy either.
I mean, sure, a lot of people love their football, but, well, they do. It's the most popular sport in the world. I can't get into it. And the thing that I can't get over is this whole pretending to be hurt when you're not.
Yeah.
How come that's okay? I can't.
It's such a horrible little game.
Yeah.
So recently we started selling Wrexham Lager in the bar, and we put it out on social media, and we had to delete the post because it
was Bell that did the post, wasn't it?
It just went nuts with the most horrible comments of people, purely football based.
Yeah.
You're burning Chester, where you're selling Wrexham Lager, and just like the most vile stuff.
Yeah.
And we're just like, this is crazy. And that's what football sort of brings. It just brings out the absolute worst in people. I've got mates that if their football team loses, they will, it will put them in such a bad mood to the point of not leaving the house.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. To the point of not leaving the house. And you're like, this is, you're off your head.
Yeah.
It's a game.
Yeah. Imagine if Lewis Hamilton was like cheated out of an 8th world title. We all got over that.
Well, some of us didn't. No, but you did. You got over it, you know. But yeah. In the football world, if that happened, it'd be. I mean, it is all the time. It's just crap, isn't there? And I get it. I understand it. But I'm not a massive sports guy really with anything. I like a bit of, you know, car racing and stuff, but I struggle to keep up with most sports. I know you're quite big on rugby.
Yeah, I am.
But do you think you are more because your son's so involved in it and your son plays it?
I've always loved rugby, but it's great that Toby is very good at it and he likes it. But yeah, I've always liked that.
Nice.
And I think.
Bless you.
Yes, thank you. I think culturally it's better for kids. You know, you have to call the referee sir. You know, there's no back chat to the ref. You know, otherwise you're just straight off the pitch.
And you just, if you get hurt, you get hurt.
Yeah.
In rugby, there's no dancing.
Yeah, I know.
You know, there's no like, I stubbed my toe on the ball.
Well, everybody will have seen that sort of like meme that football is 90 minutes of pretending you're hurt, and rugby is 80 minutes of pretending you're not.
Brilliant.
Fine. But and then you look at like motorsport, which obviously this audience is much more into, and like the Isle of Man TT, you know, and just. You know, brave people doing crazy stuff.
And insane.
Insane, but so skillful.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen...
The kind of people, like, if you said to me now, you've got the two pubs, right? One of them is full of footballers. One of them is full of Isle of Man TT riders.
Where would you go?
You're never going to the football pub.
But you'd want to go to the other pub. They'd be interesting, wouldn't they?
I'd be running to that pub just to sort of, you know, be around those kind of people. And, but the football stuff's nuts.
Have you seen any of the GoPro footage of those guys going around the Isle of Man? Like, it looks,
absolutely.
It looks like there's no way this is in real time. It looks speeded up.
Do you know the car record for the Isle of Man?
No.
The circuit, though, because it's how many miles is it? It's
32 miles.
One of my
36,
dreams
32?
is to drive that. One of my dreams. I don't know how I can make it happen, but I need to make it happen. So one of the dreams was One of the what am I saying?
About driving around the Isle of Man.
Records.
A record.
The speed record.
Yeah.
Was held by a Rover 8 Series.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I think it was like an 825 Turbo or something. I don't know what it was, or a V6 something, but for donkey's years till I think like 2007 or something, or in the 2000s, it was held by a Rover. Absolutely nuts.
That's amazing.
Incredible, just absolutely incredible. And it was a famous driver as well. And I'm going to get it wrong, so I'm not going to say it. But and then Subaru came along.
Yeah.
With an Impreza that was tarted up with some go faster bits and obliterated it.
Of course.
And again, famous driver, and I'm terrible for not remembering his name, but my memory's not very good anyway. I don't know why. But yeah, superb. And I've watched the video, on-board video, in the car, insane. On the motorbikes.
Ridiculous.
The motorbikes is like, you blink and you're at the next corner.
Yeah.
You like if you're watching the on bike sort of view, you're like, oh fucking hell, you know what happened?
Incredible, and they learn that course, don't they?
It's when they leave the ground.
Yeah, over Ballaugh Bridge and things like that.
Oh, nice. God, we need to go one day.
That'd be amazing. I need a wee pause.
I was going to say, should we call it?
I think we can. We can.
We're going to go
It's got dark while we've been doing this.
That's amazing. We're going to go and get more drunk. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's a bit of fun just from Tenby.
Really good.
Nice. So we'll see you again, I don't know, soon, next week or so.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye. Seen the zoom on this, by the way? Wow. Really good, isn't it?
It like focuses in again, doesn't it?
So clever.
Is that your old phone you went back to?
Yeah.